Hey guys, I got tagged by the Smoking Ape on a video for 3 zombie melee weapons. They're going around again, guys. You know, people laugh, they make jokes in the comments, but these are actually kind of fun videos, you know, because you're just taking a break from the serious and, you know, the very detailed reviews just to do something fun. So why not, guys? 3 zombie melee weapons. You can see here, we went a little bit unconventional. You know, after putting way too much thought into this, I wanted to kind of put and set myself up with 3 weapons that would meet all of my needs. And those needs being the ability for close-up, the ability for smashing, and the ability for long-range, like, crowd clearing, you know, street sweeping, that kind of stuff. So we're going to start first with a simple machete. Here we have a Condor. I think this is the one of the parangs, maybe the bushcraft parang. One of those kind of $50 El Salvador, you know. It's nice, heavy, thick blade, easy to use, you know, and definitely has enough weight in the forward section there to really do some serious damage. So I really like this guy. You know, just the weight, the thickness, good wooden handle, you know, tough as nails, good carbon steel, you know, everything you need for that close up, you know. Plus you can use it for camp chores, firewood, taking down trees, making paths, you know, that kind of stuff. So I kind of thought that'd be good, you know. I like this one here in particular because it has all that weight at the end, gives it that really extra, you know, chopping power. I wouldn't go with a thinner Latin style machete. I would go with this. You know, if you really need to cleave into some bone, I think you want something with a little more weight up front there to give it that extra snap. So, just me. So, I'll put a link where you can get these guys. You know, we do the affiliate links on this channels here. So when you guys check those out and buy stuff, it does help the channel. So feel free to check them out. It really does help, guys, because YouTube has drastically cut the income we make. So not to be an e-beggar, but, you know, it helps. Next are these homemade DIY zombie maces. These were the rage about the time when YouTube was coming into its own. You saw these on a lot of forums, because they're very simple to make, very easy, they don't cost a lot of money. You're talking 20 bucks in parts. You can make them to fit however you want. You can see here we have one that's like 24 inches, one that's 30 inches, and they're both 3/4. You know, you can make them out of a half, you can make them out of whatever. It's really just simple, you know. Iron pipe, a fitting, and a hitch. I mean, that's simple. You know, you can see one is heavier than the other, so you can, of course, you know, do different weights and all that. But these things really just screw together. You know, you can put a little Loctite on them to make them permanent. But these things are absolutely, whoo! I mean, these things just. I mean, it is like a 2-pound weight at the end of this thing. You know, even on the 24-inch handle one, this thing just swings like you wouldn't believe. Like, oh my God! Like, there is nothing that can stand up to this. This is like hitting someone with a brick. So a little close up here. You can see, just a regular, you know, I think this one's a 1/2-inch trailer hitch. Little reducer on there. Then you got your pipe. And at the end I just put a cap on there. Gives you a little extra grip for your slipper. You could definitely wrap this with like hockey tape or something like that to make things a little more kosher for you. This is kind of cool because it is a poking weapon, keeping things away from you. You can, you know, of course, just completely and totally cave in skulls with this thing. It is kind of heavy, so swinging this thing is going to be a little bit of a challenge. But you could also put a little bit of a lanyard on the end, you know, so it doesn't get away from you. But this is something you can kind of swing wildly at a group, you know, and it should be able to kind of, if it doesn't kill them, knock them over. I mean, this thing is pretty heavy. You're talking 4 or 5 pounds total weight, and a lot of that weight is in the head, which is cool. So guys, simple, easy, inexpensive. good smashing weapon. You need to get through a door. This thing would probably get you through any wooden door and probably a lot of steel doors too. You know, very simple. You could also fill this up. The tube, you could fill it with fishing line, rope, paracord. You could put all kinds of survival gear inside of that. Saw blades, you name it. Here's the other one. This one is a much heavier head. You see those? And these are all like got from Home Depot, guys. Much heavier head. I think it's a 3/4 to 3/4, just straight coupler. Same thing, 24-inch, a little bit shorter. The cool thing about this one is shorter and heavier, so a little tougher to swing, but at the same time, a little more control. Once again, it's a good poking, get things out of your way, smashing through doors. Yep, really cool. Yeah, you know, and the cool thing is, guys, is you can buy this and you don't have to keep it together. You know, you can just throw the couplings in a drawer, the hitch. I mean, you can use the hitch from your car. You don't even need to, you know, go and buy another one. You got, if you got one, you know, and the pipe, you can always use that. You know, when you're fixing things, you need a cheater bar. Yep, that'll work. Oh, and last is my clearing brush, my brush clearing axe. These things are probably one of the most underrated tools you're ever going to find. What these are is a big, heavy, 3-pound blade on pretty close to an axe handle. They are super heavy. They are thick. They come to a really nice hook. These things are just made for zombies. I mean, I thought about an axe. I thought about a pickaxe, a small axe, all these different kind of garden tools. In the end, I kept going back to this. Why? Number one, you know, this gives you distance. It's something you can poke things, push things out of the way with. You have a hook. You can grab things. You can pull zombies away from you, pull them in different directions, hook onto their clothes, yank them towards you. You know, if you need to be getting them closer to you for some reason. Keeping them away, you know, and then just swinging this thing. You know, being it is on an axe handle, it's very comfortable. You can really swing this thing. It is going to be a two-hander, you know, because it is 5 pounds. But, yeah, you can seriously do some serious damage with this. It was meant for clearing brush, so it will go through. It'll go through 1 and 2 inch saplings, so this thing will no doubt do some serious damage, especially with that spike. So, I really like it because it is a distance weapon. You know, it lets you attack from a distance. You can swing it very hard. Say you have 2 or 3 zombies piling up against you. You swing this at them. You know, you can very easily slice through 2 or 3 of them, take out a lot of hands and arms, disable them, knock them down from a distance. You can attack them. They can't attack you. Of course, you can use it for camping, making trails, collecting firewood, stuff like that. It's not going to take down big trees, you know, but you could definitely take down 4 or 5, you know, the same kind of trees you take down with a machete, you could take down with this. So they're easy to sharpen. They're old carbon steel. You know, you can get them very inexpensive. You'll find these at garage sales, flea markets, things like that. Really inexpensive. Really not much to them at all, to be honest. If the handles break, you can literally throw these things on an axe handle. So if they did break, you could carve a new one relatively quickly. It wouldn't be hard at all. You could find new handles for it. So it's a cheap, easy, good weapon. You know, and I think they did one of these on Zombie Go Boom, and it just completely and totally obliterated the skull. So it is definitely strong enough and a good strategic choice. So overall, guys, my 3 weapons, you got the clearing axe, the mace, and the machete. I think it gives you a good combination of being able to process wood, camp chores, plus getting at zombies close and far, keeping them away, moving them, you know, getting them where you don't want them to be or where you want them to be, that kind of stuff. Plus, you know, a little extra additional, you know, do I need to take down a door? Yep, you got that mace to do it. So some cool options, and definitely what I would go with. These would be my 3. You know, it'd be very easy. Put the machete on your belt. You know, carry the mace in your hand and maybe strap the clearing axe on your back. You know, make a little Shoulder strap for it will be actually very easy, so you can kind of hang it over your shoulder, you know, like a rifle sling kind of thing, so you can access it relatively quickly, but at the same time, keep it out of the way, or vice versa with the mace. But 3 very easy things to carry, very easy to use, simple to make, simple to buy, easy to find. Yep, that's what I'm going for. Hope you guys enjoy.